Told me that your body-worn camera's on. No, you haven't. That's part of your policy. You can clearly see that I'm filming, bro.
Okay, and you can clearly see that that's...
No, I can now.
I don't have to notify you.
You do. It's part of your policy.
No, it's not.
It's part of your policy. This has been proven before that it's part of your policy.
Stop. You just stated that you have been allowed... No,
I don't have to stop.
I'm trying to ascertain what's
I don't have to... Listen, bro. I don't want to interrupt you, but to be honest, I don't want to speak to you, yeah? I'm going about doing my civil right. I'm allowed to go around and film in public areas.
Allowed. Who has allowed you?
My rights as a human being in this country.
And they have a right to know who is filming or taking photographic images of the building.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God! Please, mate. Please don't. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. I'm literally just on my way to taking someone to professional standards for exactly the same thing. Okay. Trying to trump up charges that aren't there. Yeah,
no, listen.
No, I'm not saying that you are. You're trying to tell me though.
You're not telling me what has happened. You're just saying you're doing your civil right. Doing what? Taking
filming the building.
What,
the building. Amazon. Look at this place. It's huge.
Today, we're diving headfirst into what can only be described as a masterclass in citizen journalism, rights advocacy, and watching authority trip over its own red tape in real time. The spotlight is on none other than Bear Britton Audit, a man who knows his rights better than most of us know our own phone numbers. The stage is set. He's out doing what he does best, filming in a publicly accessible area near a massive Amazon facility. Nothing shady, nothing illegal, just a camera and the right to record. But here's the thing, a camera has this magical ability to turn ordinary people in uniforms into twitchy messes. And today, that twitchiness doesn't just stop at awkward stares, it escalates into a full-blown police response. Why? A so-called public order offense. Yep, that's all it took to get the blue lights flashing. The officers roll up, thinking they're about to lay down the law and intimidate a lone cameraman. But here's the twist, Bear Britton Audit isn't just holding a camera. He's holding the most powerful weapon you can bring to any confrontation with authority, knowledge of the law, and that's when this whole thing transforms from a routine stop into a high-stakes chess match. Every move counts, every word matters, and only one side actually knows the rules of the game.
I know it's huge, but why? What's the reason why?
Because I like to. I don't have to tell you that.
No, I'm just trying to understand why.
But I know, but I'm going to stick to it. I don't have to tell you that. And that's, you can say that being as awkward.
How am I supposed to ascertain what's happening?
You don't have to ascertain anything until I've committed the
I've had an incident that's been called.
Have I committed an illegal offence?
Well, as far as what we've heard on the call is that there's been swearing and shouting, so I need to know who that's been coming from.
Those down there, and the video's got it to prove it.
Right, and can you show me that?
Yes, I can.
Because if you're involved in that and you've been shouting and swearing, that is an offence. That is something I need to ascertain what has happened.
Of course. Hey, you know this camera? You see this camera? It's an independent witness. Yeah, so that's another reason I film, because when stuff like this happens, yeah, when people try and say stuff happened that didn't happen, we can now go back to this footage and see, can't we?
What we've heard on the call is that there's been lots of shouting and swearing going on.
Right,
so we need to ascertain what that's in relation to. So if people, that's called public order. That is an offence, yeah?
Right from the jump, the police come in aggressive. They roll up and drop the classic first line, "Who gave you permission to be on this site?" It's straight out of the intimidation playbook, an attempt to frame this public space as if it were private property, painting our auditor as a trespasser who needs approval to be there. But he's not falling for it. His reply is sharp, calm, and devastatingly clear, instantly dismantling their narrative. He shows he knows the law and makes it obvious he's no rookie they can push around. Then, in a slick reversal, when the officer asks for his identity, he throws it right back. "You do? Okay, what's yours?" He even calls the officer out for failing to announce his body-worn camera recording, which their own policies often require. Already, the officer's rattled, and we're only seconds in. But here's where it gets even juicier. With trespassing off the table, they play their ace card, the supposed public order offence. Cue the mysterious, faceless complaint. They're trying to stick him with a Section 5 offence, causing harassment, alarm, or distress. And the kicker? To make that charge stick, they actually need a victim. Someone who was truly affected.
So how do you know that one's taken place? If you don't know who done it...
We can hear it on the call.
No, no one at the time. And that you're now lying. You're lying because I was filming at the time when that call apparently would have come through.
You've just said on your
camera, yeah, I've caught that I haven't. No, it would have been them because it hasn't come from me. So if there is swearing on this footage, it's going to come from them. It won't be coming from me.
But I don't know that.
Okay.
You're not showing me
and even that, even this footage now, I don't have to, but I will. I will, just because I can't wait to prove you wrong.
Showing me anything to the contrary.
Okay. Also, I want to know that. Hang on. Before I show you anything.
Public order offence.
Yeah.
has been committed.
Right.
We can hear it on the phone call.
Yeah.
Swearing and stuff is taking place in public.
Yeah.
Now you're saying you can prove that it's not you because you have video.
And if it proves that it's them, are you going to go and deal with that?
I'm going to go have a chat with them afterwards.
Straight up, because I'll be following you to make sure that you do follow it up. Because I know how this works. If I'm swearing in here, you're going to deal with that. But if it comes back that they're swearing in it, you won't deal with that. I ain't stupid. This happened to me the other day. This happened to me the other day, bro. Like I say, to be honest, I want to go about my business. Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained?
I just need to know what's happening.
Yeah, and I'm asking, am I detained? So I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
Well, I need to confirm your identity. So that I've spoken
You don't
to
need to confirm my identity. I don't have to give it you. Till an offence has been committed, I do not have to give it you.
Has been committed.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You turning up and saying an offence has been committed doesn't mean one's been
committed.
No, it hasn't.
It's been committed, and you've just confirmed.
Actually harassed, alarmed, or distressed. So what does our auditor do? He asks the single most logical and devastating question possible. Checkmate. The officers have no answer. No victim, no complainant, nothing but a phone call. One officer tries to wiggle out of it by suggesting an assumed person could count, but that's shaky ground at best, and our auditor knows it. This right here is the heart of the encounter. The police are trying to enforce a law without the elements needed to prove a crime was even committed. And he flips the script by pointing to his own camera, calling it the independent witness that proves his innocence. He's not just defending himself, he's using their accusation against them. The officer, clearly frustrated now, shifts tactics. He tries the old trick, twisting the auditor's words into a confession. A sneaky bit of verbal gymnastics. Oh, so you admit you filmed it, that means it happened. But our auditor isn't biting. Calm, sharp, and clear, he explains exactly what he meant, shutting the trap before it can spring. And in a beautiful reversal, he even states his footage will likely show it was the security guards causing the problem, not him. Suddenly, the supposed suspect looks more like the witness holding key evidence. By this point, the officers are empty-handed. No trespass. No solid public order charge. No confession. So they retreat to their fallback, demanding his personal details. But here's where they make their fatal mistake. They haven't actually shown he's committed an offence. And in the UK, you are not legally required to provide your details unless an offence is proven, or you're driving. Their authority is conditional, and that condition hasn't been met. Cornered, the officer tries one last move, ordering him to leave. And that's when the auditor drops the line that ends the entire debate. The kill shot. The pure moment of genius. Let that sink in.
I told you I don't want you to.
Right, fine. Well, on your way then.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. So I won't be going nowhere, sir. So stop, trying to talk down to me.
Stand here pointing that in my face.
Well, then disappear. You're the one that's approached me today, not the other way round. I don't have to. I don't have to. It's a public place, and it's up to you to make privacy in a public place. So if you'd like to make privacy, then I suggest you maybe get in your two shiny cars with flashy lights, right, and have a conversation. But I will stay here for as long as I want. Listen, if you were to listen, bro, I don't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. You haven't been fair with me. This video will show that you haven't been fair with me. No, you haven't.
I've not been fair with you. I've just asked you nicely to go on your way.
No, on your way. I don't have to go on my way. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. Exactly.
It's simple yet powerful. He's exposed the flaw in their logic. They can't claim he's free to leave while also trying to force him out, because that itself is a form of detention. He cornered them completely, leaving the officers with no legal ground to stand on. In the end, they had no choice but to back down and walk away. Before leaving, he even shared a brief moment of mutual respect with one officer, but he didn't miss the chance to call out the lead cop for overstepping his authority. That's true accountability in action. The lesson here. First, always know your right to film in public. Second, demand the exact law or complaint instead of letting vague claims intimidate you. And third, remember the golden rule: if you're free to go, you're free to stay. This wasn't just a win for Bear Britain Audit, it was a win for every citizen who believes in holding power to account. Calmness, knowledge, and belief in your rights will always beat aggression.